Good morning. This is Dr. Mahoney with your final video for your marble maze project. Congratulations. You've already designed in Onshape all of the pieces that you need for this project, including all of the walls, the top of the maze, and the ball retrieval trays. In this lesson, what we're going to do is learn how to create a drawing document so that we can take all of this hard work that you've done and send it to the laser cutter so that you can then have the pieces and put them together. In the end, what we're going to do today will look something like this. So here's how we're going to start. You're going to go down to the plus sign where we always do to create a new part studio. Instead of creating a new part studio, you're going to create a drawing. We're going to create a custom template. Do not include a border. Do not include a title block. And as always, we're using millimeters for our units. Go ahead and click OK, and the drawing will load. There's only one drawing for this project, so you don't need to worry about renaming it. Although we typically do rename our tabs, in this case you don't need to worry about it. These windows will automatically pop up. Go ahead and X out of them for now. We'll return to them later, but we first want to set up our page. So anywhere on the page, right click and select Sheet Properties. Our scale is going to be 1:1, and we're going to select Custom Size, and that size is going to be 24 inches by 12 inches. And you might ask why this particular size and why inches when everything else that we have done has been in millimeters. And the reason is that this is how our laser cutter is set up. This is the size stock that it can accept, and so we are using that as our dimensions there. Go ahead and click the green check, and you can see that the image is no longer entirely in my screen. I am going to right click and zoom to sheet, and now I can see my entire drawing again, and that makes things a little easier. So now we're ready to go ahead and start inserting pictures. Go to Insert View and then Insert, and what you'll see is a list of all of the things that you've designed, all of the drawings that you've made in the different part studios. We're going to insert those one by one into here. Click on Back Wall, and then the picture of the back wall. It will automatically attempt to put in a normal view, and you are going to go ahead and position that on the page and then click. It's going to automatically want to put a different view in. We don't need any views other than the normal view, so go ahead and hit Escape. And then we're going to go back to our list of parts. We aren't going to put the ball retrieve tray. The ball retrieve tray is going to be 3D printed. So we have to go to the bottom wall, and we're going to do exactly the same thing we just did. Escape. And we are just going to repeat that same process until all of the parts are there. What I'm trying to do as I'm doing this is keep the pieces as close together as I can to conserve material on the laser cutter. Forget to hit escape. Left wall. Here's your maze wall, and you should see your pattern on top of it. Escape, insert, and finally the right. And there we go. So at this point you have all of the parts that we want to laser cut on here. Now you're going to be able to get a little bit creative. So you can put your name on your marble maze by going up to this capital A and clicking it, and then coming back down to your drawing and clicking again. So just type out your name, and you've got several different options here. If you click on the ruler up here, it will stretch it out. You've got some different options as far as your font as well as your letter size. Let's do 6. And then you can, depending on what font you choose, you can also use bold or italic or underline. So I'm going to go ahead and select my name. Feel like it wants to be a little bigger. There we go. And then I can click the green check mark, just as we always do. Note that I can also move this and also rotate it by coming back and clicking on it again. I'm just hovering over it. And then I can move it onto my marble maze wherever I want it. So you can also go ahead now and add any decoration, any messages, anything like that that you want. If you want to include pictures, you go up here to Insert Image. And if you go down to the bottom where it says Import, you will see your folders on your computer. I'm going to insert this picture here from my story piece. You can enter whatever it is that you want, whatever is meaningful to you. You're going to click here where it says the name of your file, and it's going to look like it didn't actually do anything, right? So what you're going to want to do is click and drag to create sort of a box, and you'll see your image inside there. And then you can click and drag it again and put it inside one of your pieces. And again, whatever you want to put in here is up to you. It could be a college logo, it could be a sports team image, it could be a picture from your story piece, as I did. This is completely up to you. Once you're done personalizing your marble maze, then you're ready to export it so that you can send it to the laser cutter. So to do that, you're going to go down to the tab of your drawing. You're going to right click. You've got a bunch of different options here. You're going to hit export. You're going to name your file. And so my convention is last name, first name, and then the project, which is Marble Maze. And I'm going to say version 1, V1, because this is the first time I've made this. In engineering, we're all about prototyping, trying things, and then improving it, trying it again. So the version number helps you keep track of which try you're on. We've got a couple of different options for format here. For our workflow, we're going to use a PDF file, and we are going to download it. Now we can hit export. And it will download onto your computer, and you're now ready to bring that to the Google form, same one that you submitted your story piece to. Now we don't want to forget about our ball retrieval tray. So let's go ahead and go down to our tabs, and if you look around, you should be able to find your parts folder and go to ball retrieve tray. Now this is still a part, it's not a drawing, right? So when we go down to the tab and right click and export, it's going to give us different options. Again, you're going to name it. And under format, you're going to choose STL, and units, you're going to want to use millimeters, and then you hit OK. And now you're done. To complete this assignment, you're going to upload your screenshots, and then you're going to bring your files to the Google form so that the parts can be made and you can assemble, at long last, your marble maze. Congratulations, guys.